The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Ottumwa Baseball is coming your way on 1240 AM and 102.7 FM KBIZ. Ottumwa Bulldogs sports broadcasts are brought to you by these sponsors: Black Hawk Auto Body, by Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, by Citizens Mutual, by Cole Palace Cafe and Books, by Community First Credit Union, by Lee's Photography, by Lisco, by Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, by Meridian Credit Union, by Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse, by the Ottumwa Job Corps Center, by Petrito Orthodontics, by Reflection Studio, by Schroeder Graphics, by Shelter Insurance, and by Slayton Polaris. Now, let's get you to the field with the voice of your Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High Baseball is on the air. Good afternoon, everybody, from the capital city, kind of on the northwest side of Des Moines. Jason Van Arkel reporting. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew is the radio producer back at the KBIZ studios. And your Ottumwa baseball team entering into a road conference doubleheader against the Huskies of Des Moines Hoover. It's another windy day in Des Moines, maybe not quite as windy as it was on Monday when we did softball at Des Moines East. Certainly not as cold as it was on Monday, but another windy day for your Ottumwa baseball and softball teams. The Bulldogs softball team also playing at Hoover tonight. Second meeting of the year between the Bulldogs and the Huskies. Ottumwa coming in with a 20-5 record. They're a perfect 12-0 in the CIML Metro Conference. Hoover is 9-12. They are 8-4 in the Metro, and they are in third place, 4 games back of Ottumwa. In between the Bulldogs and Huskies is Des Moines Roosevelt, who at 10-2 in conference play is 2 games back of OHS. And then you have East and Lincoln, both 3-9 in conference play, 9 games back, and North at 0-12 in conference play is 12 games off the pace. When these two teams met in Ottumwa, it was back on June 7th. Ottumwa won both games, obviously, but game one was a tough one. It was a 1-0 victory as the Bulldogs eked out an unearned run to claim the victory on the strong pitching of Colton Mckinnon, which you could say about every start he's made this year. Game two, a lot easier. The Bulldogs got 5 runs off the Hoover starter, then blew out the bullpen to end the game in 5 innings. Ottumwa under head coach John Yeager in his 9th season, and let's talk about John for a minute. With the 2 wins Ottumwa had at Des Moines East on Monday, that put the Bulldogs at 20 wins. Coach Yeager's had 20 wins every season he's coached Ottumwa, except last year where we only played 11 games because of COVID and went 11-11. But his consistency has been absolutely remarkable, especially when you consider how pretty much every other team we've played, certainly in conference, except for East, has undergone coaching changes once or more than once over the past decade. And at 191 wins, John just 10 away from 200 in his career, and I'm thinking he'll get there this year. The schedule would appear to be in his favor. The Bulldogs' performance certainly in his favor. And if he does get to 200 this year in only 9 seasons, that is quite the start to a coaching career. Hoover is under head coach Tyler Brown. He's in his 2nd season. He's only 15-33, but he does have the Huskies going in the right direction. They've won 9 games this year after only winning 6 all of last year. The big story for the Bulldogs, of course, was Jesus Jaime on Monday when he hit 4 home runs in the doubleheader against East. And he's now hitting .543. His OPS, which is slugging plus on-base percentage, is an insane 1.606. So Jaime just red hot right now for Ottumwa, and he and Mitch Wood give the Bulldogs a potent 1-2 combination. Hoover's got their own pretty good 1-2 combination. Senior Jared Fisher, junior Nathan Morrissey. They're both their best hitters and their best pitchers, although neither of them is starting game one, which comes as a bit of a surprise to me. One advantage Hoover had coming into this matchup tonight is while Ottumwa had to use its top 2 starters Monday in a competitive doubleheader against Des Moines East, Hoover played North on Monday, and they didn't have to use any of their top pitchers. So you figure a bit of a pitching advantage to the home team here. But Hoover not going with the 2 pitchers they started against Ottumwa back on June 7th, at least not for game 1. This series has been dominated in recent years by Ottumwa. The Bulldogs have won their last 18 games against Hoover going back to 2016. Used to be in the early and middle part of the decade, we'd see some wild games between the 2 teams, the occasional Hoover upset. I did a wild one way back here in 2013. Ottumwa kept getting the lead. Hoover kept coming back. We were tied at 8 after 6 innings, and then the Bulldogs put 8 on the board in the top of the 7th. Hoover had finally run out of gas, and Ottumwa won at 16-8. But Competitive games have been harder to come by between these two schools in recent years, although, again, game one down in Ottumwa earlier this month was only a 1-0 game. And Hoover, their third place in the conference, are clearly better than East and Lincoln and North. And they have the potential to steal one from Ottumwa if the Bulldogs are not careful. So Ottumwa's got to bring its A game here tonight. Both teams have completed infield warm-ups. I haven't seen any sign of our umpires yet. Right now we'll take a 2-minute timeout and come back with the starting lineups on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Summer is the time to make every moment count. So pack more toys with bigger hauling and towing capacity. Go social outdoor style, connect with your friends, and turn up your soundtrack to make your rides even more epic. Because conquering summer is about capturing every second of adventure. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
And streaming online at ottumwaradio.com and on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page.
Ottumwa High baseball on the road at Des Moines Hoover. Bulldogs getting ready for game one against the Huskies. Time now to check the starting lineups. First, for your Bulldogs, head coach John Yeager sending out this lineup. Leading off and playing right field, Blaze Rominger. Batting second, the shortstop, Mitch Wood. Jesus Jaime plays third base and bats third. Adam Greiner, the designated hitter, batting cleanup. Carter Thompson at second base, batting fifth. Adam Deniston catching and batting sixth. Trey Swartz, the first baseman, hits seventh. Tanner Shark in left field, batting eighth. And center fielder Colton McKinnon bats ninth. On the mound for Ottumwa, senior Max Thompson. The right-hander making his fourth start, his fifth appearance. He's 2-0 with an ERA of an even 4.0. 14 innings pitched, 13 hits allowed, 9 runs, 8 of them earned, 3 walks, 2 hit batters, 15 strikeouts, and opponents are hitting .213 against Thomason. For Des Moines Hoover, their second-year head coach Tyler Brown with this lineup. Leading off and playing second base, Braden Dill. Batting second, the center fielder, Jared Fisher. Nathan Morrissey, the shortstop, bats third, and Teron Bates, the pitcher, hits cleanup. Ethan Rogers will catch and bat fifth. Jude Smith, the third baseman, hitting sixth. Ian Hawks is the first baseman. He hits seventh. Ian King in right field batting eighth. And batting ninth is the left fielder, Josh Barron. Bates, the pitcher for Des Moines Hoover. The junior making only his second start, his seventh appearance. He has no record, an ERA of 4.11. 15 and a third innings pitched, 20 hits allowed, 18 runs, 9 of them earned, 8 walks, 4 hit batters, 6 strikeouts, and opponents hitting .299 against him. Yet I'm surprised that Hoover is not starting Jared Fisher or Nathan Morrissey. Now, when I say that Bates has no record, the Hoover stats actually don't show any wins or losses for their pitchers. That's a little interesting. But Fisher has 4 starts and a 1.88 ERA. Morrissey 3 starts and a 2.10 ERA. So maybe one of them will start game 2, but you won't have both of them now, and that's an interesting choice. Now, Hoover does have a tough doubleheader tomorrow. Let me look this up to make sure I've got it right. The Huskies will be here at home again, but they're taking on West Des Moines Valley tomorrow. So perhaps they're trying to save one of their better arms for that game. It's certainly a possibility. Ottumwa wearing the gray jerseys. White trim on the collar, red and white trim on those sleeves. Red lettering Ottumwa trimmed in white on the front. Red numbers trimmed in white front and back. White pants with red trim. And red caps with the Ottumwa O on them. Hoover wearing, hard to tell in the sunshine, are those dark green or those black? I think they're dark green. They say Huskies in black, trimmed in gold, in script on the front. They've got white numbers trimmed in gold front and back, white pants. There's some white and gold trim on the collar and the sleeves of the jerseys, and green caps with a yellow logo for the Hoover Huskies. Hoover's got a nice baseball diamond. We've had the privilege to do many games here over the years from right behind the backstop. This year, first time we've had the chance to do video here. We didn't come to Hoover last year. Good to be back here at the home of the Huskies. They're always very accommodating to us. Time now for the National Anthem. We'll take 90 seconds and return with the first pitch of the ball game on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Schroeder Graphics and Signs, LLC, across the road from RJ Performance, is your go-to headquarters for all things custom designed, including vehicle wraps, printing, signs, billboards, and state-of-the-art commercial lighted signs. They also do window designs, semis, and VIN DOTs, wall designs, any size of coolers, customized bag boards, custom trailers, tumblers, race cars, go-karts, off-road vehicles, and more. Realtors, contact them for your custom yard signs, too. Visit sgsignsllc.com and like them on Facebook. Schroeder Graphics, be a brand above.
Hey everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
Hello, this is Lisa Bittner, Clinic Manager with Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine. We specialize in pediatrics to geriatrics, internal medicine, and family practice. Basically, from babies to grandparents. We are here for you. We want to be your primary care provider. Call us at 641-683-0800 to schedule an appointment. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, 522 North Hancock Street in Ottumwa. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate.
Ottumwa High Baseball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. Good afternoon once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Des Moines, Hoover. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Bulldogs and Huskies, it's a dog-eat-dog world. I promise that's the only time I'll make that joke today. Hoover in the field. Taryn Bates, their starting pitcher, tall, lanky right-hander. I'm guessing he's related to former Hoover softball star Deja Bates, softball and basketball star. Had an interesting dynamic there with the National Anthem while we were in break. The Bulldog softball team is also playing Hoover, and the Hoover softball Diamonds at the opposite corner of the big field here next to the high school. They started the National Anthem over at the softball diamond about 20 seconds before they started the baseball one here, so we all stood at attention. We started hearing the middle of the National Anthem from far away, and I wondered what was going on. And then we started hearing the recording here at baseball, and almost dueling National Anthems there, but we all stood at attention and waited for the proper anthem to end, and now we're just about ready to get underway. The defense for Hoover here in Game 1 has Josh Barron in left, Jared Fisher in center, Ian King in right, Jude Smith at third, Nathan Morrissey at short, Braden Dill at second, Ian Hawks at first, and Ethan Rogers behind the plate. Blaze Rominger, Mitch Wood, Jesus Jaime, the top three in the Bulldog order when we get underway. Ottumwa won the first two games between these two teams this year, 1-0 and 13-3 back on June 7th at Legion Memorial Field. Final warm-up pitch has been thrown by Bates. And Blaze Rominger will try to get Ottumwa off to a fast start here in game one. Blaze stands in, we're ready to go. And the first pitch of game one, fouled back for strike one. First pitch came in right at 5 o'clock. We're starting right on time. Get you weather conditions here in a moment. Now the 0-1. Down and in, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count to Blaze. The next pitch from Bates. High, and it's 2-1, and you maybe can really hear that wind whipping now. Gonna be hard to hit a home run today. Hoover's Park not as big as back home, but fences are deeper than, say, Des Moines Roosevelt, where we were last week. That pitch fouled back, and the count is even at 2-2 to Rominger. Two balls, 2 strikes. Blaze came in hitting .316. The pitch. Up and in, nearly got a piece of him. Count fills at 3-2. Rominger 14 runs batted in on the season. Fourth on the team in runs scored with 18. Now the 3-2. High, ball 4. And a good start for Ottumwa as Blaze draws a leadoff walk ahead of the heart of the order. Here comes Mitch Wood. Wood hitting .438, 4 home runs, 27 driven in. He's also drawn a team-high 21 walks, which doesn't make a lot of sense when you realize that Jesus Jaime is on deck. From the stretch now, Bates brings it home, and it's low and away, ball 1. 88 degrees under sunny skies here in Des Moines. A little warm, but the breeze cools it off a bit. It's a great summer day for a ball game. The wind is a factor here. We'll get to that in a moment. That pitch in the dirt, and Wood is ahead 2-0. It is a south wind at 15 miles an hour. Probably gusting a little higher than that at times. Runner at first, nobody out for Ottumwa, and a 2-0 count to Wood. Pitch on the way. Off the plate. Nope, that's called a strike on the outside corner, 2-1. Our home plate umpire with a slightly delayed but very definitive strike call. 2-1 to Wood. Bates next offering, up high. Runner goes, throw down to second is not in time. Stolen base for Rominger, his 8th of the year, hasn't been caught yet, and Wood's got the sluggers count at 3-1. Bates leans in to get the sign from Rogers. Now the 3-1. Strike at the letters, 3-2. Wood thought it was ball 4, but he'll have to come back and see a 3-2 pitch. Full count to Wood with Jesus Jaime on deck. Second straight full count for the Dogs. The payoff, way outside, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have the table set for Jesus Jaime. Now here's some numbers that I challenge anybody in the state to match at this point. I mean, I'm sure there's a few, but not many. Jesus Jaime hitting .543, 6 home runs, 25 batted in. He's slugging .986. His on base is .616. The OPS 1.606. First pitch. And there's a liner, but it's right at the third baseman for an out. Throw back to second, and they double off Blaze. Tough break for Ottumwa there. Jaime scalds the ball, but he lines it right to Jude Smith, and then Blaze took one false step, and suddenly there's 2 out and a man on first for Adam Griner.
Now batting the DH for 10, Adam Griner.
So here's Griner trying to salvage the inning for Ottumwa. Adam hitting .265 with 12 RBI. Wood at first, and a throw will chase him back standing up. Mitch leads Ottumwa in stolen bases. He has 9 on the season. And the pitch lined into left field. That'll get down for a base hit. Wood will stop at second. So Griner has the first Ottumwa hit. Boy, you're wishing that line drive by Zeus had been a foot to either side of the third baseman. Ottumwa would really be in business. But they do have 2 on, 2 out for sophomore second baseman Carter Thompson.
Now batting second baseman, Carter Thompson.
Thompson hitting .292 with 9 runs batted in. That average has slipped a bit in recent days. Been over 300 a good portion of the year. Still could get back there. 2 on, 2 out, top 1, no score. First pitch to Thompson. And that's hit in the air, high down the right field line, shallow. That will land untouched in foul territory for strike 1. There's a fair amount of foul territory between home plate and the backstop right where we're sitting. There is a lot of foul territory between the baselines and the dugouts and then fences all the way down into the corners. The bullpens are in the field of play in foul territory on both sides. Counts 0-1 to Thompson. Mitch Wood at second, Adam Griner at first, 2 down, top 1. Big hole on the left side if Carter could ground one that way. The 0-1. In the dirt, gets away from the catcher all the way to the backstop. He can't find it. Wood around third, thought about coming home. He'll put on the brakes as Rogers able to locate it off to the left. Counts 1-1 to Thompson, but now 2 men in scoring position as Wood moves to third and Griner to second. Let's see if Carter can drive in a pair right here. Ottumwa had first and second, nobody out, lined into a double play, but then a single and a wild pitch has reset the table. 1-1 to Carter. Bates from the stretch, the pitch. Ground ball to the right side, up with it, Braden Dill at second. His throw to first is in time. And the inning is over. Ottumwa got 2 walks and a hit, but no runs. They leave 2. We go to the bottom of the first. Bulldogs nothing. Huskies coming up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
We all have a picture of the life we want to live. A desire to connect the work we do with a purpose. There is a way to get there, but the price of admission is money and the drive to succeed. Success takes skill. Skill takes training. Training takes work. If you're ready to live, learn, train, and connect, Job Corps is ready for you. Careers begin here.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Bottom of the first inning, Ottumwa here at Des Moines Hoover had 3 base runners in the top of the first, but a double play in the middle of that meant Ottumwa didn't end up scoring any runs. Now Max Thomason will take the hill for OHS. The defense behind him, Tanner Shark in left, Colton Mckinnon in center, Blaze Rominger in right, Jesus Jaime at third, Mitch Wood at short, Carter Thompson at second, Trace Hortz at first, and Adam Denniston behind the plate. Braden Dill leads it off for Des Moines Hoover, followed by Jared Fisher and Nathan Morrissey. First pitch from Thomason to Dill is a high chopper to short, charged by Wood, and he can't field it cleanly. And that'll be a base runner to start the game for the Huskies on what's probably going to be an error. Wood tried to backhand that short hop and didn't come up with the ball. Dill had come in batting .250. He reaches, and here is Jared Fisher hitting .344 with 11 runs batted in. Hoover does not hit for much power, only 1 home run all season. Throw to first, close play, safe. As diving in under Swartz's tag was Dill. Braden Dill actually just 0 for 1 in stolen base tries on the year. Jesus Jaime even with the bag at third. As this pitch is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1 to Fisher. And Hoover doesn't hit for much power. They do have fairly deep fences. We don't have distances out there, but they don't look particularly short. As Thomason's 0-1 is a little bit low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Another factor is we have this south wind at 15 miles an hour. South wind is blowing in from left, basically blowing in at this park, and in the summer, of course, you get a lot of wind out of the south. That makes home run hitting harder as well. Now the 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. Wood has it. He'll step on second, and that's the only one he can get, a slow grounder. As Dill is retired 6 unassisted for the first out. Fisher at first on the fielder's choice, and the batter Nathan Morrissey. Morrissey, the best Hoover hitter for average this season, batting .439 with 11 RBI. Fisher at first, 4 for 4 in stolen base tries. He's their center fielder. I would have thought he would have had a few more. Don't know how eager Hoover is to run early in this one. First pitch on the inside corner for a called strike. Morrissey, right-handed batter, stands upright in that batter's box, holds that bat high over his head. Crowds have played a little bit. Now the 0-1. On the outside corner, strike 2. Well, Thomason coming out early throwing strikes, getting ahead of the 2 best hitters in the Hoover lineup, first Fisher, now Morrissey. 1 on, 1 out, bottom of the first inning, no score. Catcher's setting up, and the 0-2 is pop foul. Out of play. Still 0-2 to Nathan Morrissey. Thomason not a big strikeout guy, but he'll get his share. Looking for one right here. Another 0-2. On the inside corner, called strike 3. And on cue, Max Thomason makes me look like a genius. 2 down. First K for Thomason, and the batter is Taryn Bates, the pitcher.
Now batting the pitcher, number 3, Taryn Bates.
Bates, a junior, hitting .268. He has the lone Hoover home run. He's driven in 14. Left-handed batter. First pitch. Runner goes. Pitch is high. Throw down to second. The tag. And out at second is Fisher. And that'll retire the side. 2-6 as Adam Denniston guns down the would-be base stealer. No runs, no hits, and error, but nobody left. After an inning, no score. Ottumwa and Des Moines Hoover on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared at John, watch me leap though.
Top of the second inning. Bulldog Baseball brought to you by Community First Credit Union with over 16 locations to serve you. By Dr. Dwayne Petrito at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa, where they want to give you a smile that lasts a lifetime. Call today for an appointment. And by Reflection Studio next to New Cara Pharmacy in downtown Ottumwa. Looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Adam Denniston, Trey Swartz, Tanner Shark due up here for Ottumwa in the top of the second inning. Right-handed batting catcher stands in. First pitch from Taryn Bates to Adam Denniston is in the dirt, ball 1. Adam hitting .154, does have a double and a triple, and he's driven in 4. That pitch caught the inside corner, and the count evens at a ball and a strike. 1-1. Skied in the air, a pop-up. Second baseman Dill underneath it makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Trey Swartz. Bulldog first baseman hitting .317 with a home run and 9 driven in. Ottumwa drew a pair of walks in that first inning. When a Bulldog walks this season, it's brought to you by by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Bory, your local agent in Ottumwa. First pitch to Trey. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1. One out, nobody on for Ottumwa here in the top of the second, no score. The 0-1 from Bates to Swartz. Swing and a foul back, 0-2. Ottumwa had 3 base runners in that first inning, but in the middle of it, a line-out double play kind of took some of the steam out of the inning, and the Bulldogs ended up stranding 2. The 0-2 to Trey, fouled off to the right. Swartz stays alive. Tanner Shark on deck. In the bottom of the first inning, there was a leadoff error, but Max Thomason pitched around it. He got a strikeout. The strikeouts also brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. Now the 0-2 to Trey again. Breaking ball lined into left field, base hit. A hanging breaking ball, and Swartz able to time it perfectly, and he has the Bulldogs' second hit. He reaches first with 1 out, and here's Tanner Shark. Shark's average is still down at 167, but he now has 2 home runs and 12 driven in. He hit a back-breaking home run in the 7th inning of Game 2 as Ottumwa rallied to beat Des Moines East on Monday. Swartz with a short lead at first, being held on by Ian Hawks. Righty to lefty, Bates, and the pitch is in the dirt, bounces away from Rogers, and alertly heading down to second is Swartz. Ball didn't get too far away, but Trey got a great jump. And he's at second with 1 out. Shark had squared around to bunt, but perhaps that is no longer in force now that Ottumwa has a runner at second. We'll see. The 1-0. Fly ball to center, but it's right at Fisher. He will drift back and make the catch. Swartz tagged up, it didn't go anywhere, and there's 2 down. So the inning up to Colton McKinnon. Bulldogs senior center fielder. He's got the average up to 217. He's driven in 12. And we say up because he was hitting in the 100s for a good portion of the season, but the bat's starting to heat up. Runner at second, 2 down, the pitch. Outside corner, strike 1. Swartz, a 1-out single, went to second on a wild pitch. He's there with 2 down. And the 0-1 is in the dirt. Count evens at a ball and a strike. This is where, when Ottumwa's got the offense rolling, this is where it really clicks. The bottom of the order finds ways to get on base. You turn the lineup over. As this 1-1 pitch is low and away, 2-1. Now, McKinnon would love to drive in the run, but if Bates doesn't give him anything to hit, he'd gladly take a walk. Then you've got Rominger on deck. And when you get to Rominger, you're 1 hitter away again from the heart of the order in Wood and Jaime. The 2-1. Chopper foul at the plate, and we're even at 2-2. And we've seen it several times this season. Ottumwa gets a big inning going by getting a couple guys on base in the bottom half of the order, turning that lineup back over. And then the top half gets a chance to rake with men on base. Let's see if Colton can keep the line moving here. The 2-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. That's going to land foul out of the reach of the right fielder, Ian King, up against that fence in that expansive foul territory. Still 2-2 to McKinnon. No score. Ottumwa got a runner at second with 2 down here in the top of the second inning. Long pause by Bates on the mound. A couple looks at second. The 2-2 pitch in the dirt, 3-2. Colton's worked the count full. Ottumwa has worked some deep counts against Bates here in the early going. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff, low and away, ball 4. Third walk issued by Taryn Bates. Ottumwa's got to start taking advantage of these. They had back-to-back walks to start the first inning, and really that was bad luck after that. Jesus Jaime hit the ball on a rope, but it went right to the third baseman, and it turned into a line-out double play. If that ball is a foot higher, a foot to the left, or a foot to the right, Ottumwa would have really been in business. Rominger drew that walk, but he was doubled off in the first inning. Chance to put Ottumwa on the board here, and he pops it foul back and out of play, 0-1. No balls and a strike to the Bulldog right fielder. 2-on-2 out, top second. The pitch. Popped up to the right, now to play again. And the count is 0-2 as that ball lands in the bleachers to the right of us. Blaze left a battle here, down to the count 0-2. Swartz at second, he singled. McKinnon at first, he walked. Blaze digs back in, Bates has his sign. Runner goes, the 0-2. There's a hit and run, and it's fouled off again. Or at least Rominger had to swing. That ball would have been a strike. Still 0-2 to Blaze Rominger. And he's had quite the year. He's hitting over 300. When he began the year, he was hitting in the bottom third of the order. He has earned his way into the leadoff spot this season. Another 0-2. High and away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2 to Rominger. The kick and the pitch. Way outside, 2-2. Blaze has walked, counting the first inning, 14 times this year. That's third best on the team. And he's worked another deep count here at 2-2. 2-on-2 out, no score, top second. Kick and the pitch. Low and away again, 3-2, and now with 2 outs, the runners will be on the move. Ball 4 would load them up for Mitch Wood. A base hit with the runners in motion would almost certainly score a run. The base hit to the outfield at least. 3-2, catcher setting up away. The payoff. On the inside corner, strike 3. Bates missed his spot, but Rominger wasn't ready for an inside pitch. And he's called out on strikes to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the second. Still no score on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang chose me.
Bottom of the second inning, Ottumwa and Des Moines Hoover still no score. Ottumwa's already left 4 men on base the first 2 innings. As Max Thomason will take the hill for a second inning of work, he'll face Taryn Bates, Ethan Rogers, Jude Smith. Bates was at the plate when Jared Fisher was thrown out stealing to end the first inning. On the season, the left-handed batting Bates, a .268 hitter with a home run and 14 driven in. Thomason's first pitch of the second inning is fouled off the end of the bat to the left, strike 1. Sun sneaks behind a cloud here momentarily. Now the 0-1. Ground ball to second. Carter Thompson surrounds it, throws to first, and there's 1 down. So far, Max Thomason has induced 3 weekly hit ground balls and has a strikeout, so he's off to a good start. Here is the catcher, Ethan Rogers, another left-handed hitter. Rogers is a senior, hitting .200. He does have 2 doubles and a triple, and he's driven in 6. The wind by Thomason and the pitch. A little bit high, ball 1. The 1-0 from Thomason. Popped up, left side, foul territory, and that will get out of play. Bouncing behind the Ottumwa fans' third base side. Count is even at a ball and a strike. Like we said, there's a lot of foul territory between the dugouts and the baselines, not as much behind the plate. There's also kind of back and to the left, and it's kind of behind a tree, but there is a second-story window on the high school building here. As that pitch is lined softly into right field for a 1-out single. First hit of the game for Hoover. To finish the story real quickly, we were here several years ago, and I think it was an Ottumwa batter that hit a screaming foul ball that broke that window. So here is the Hoover third baseman, Jude Smith. And he is hitting .288 with 11 runs batted in. 1 on, 1 out for Hoover here in the second inning. The pitch. Low and away, and that's all the way to the backstop. A wild pitch, and down to second goes Rogers. And he's in scoring position. First Hoover runner to get to second base. No score here in the bottom of the second inning. A 1-0 count to Smith. Rogers now at second. Thomason's 1-0. Ground ball to the left side up with it is Wood. He'll throw to first, and it's in time for the second out. I'm kind of surprised Mitch didn't throw to third. Rogers committed what normally is a cardinal sin in baseball with the ground ball in front of him at second. He ran to third, but Wood only threw to first. So 2 down, a runner at third, and the batter Ian Hawks, tall right-handed batter. Hawks, a junior, hitting just .111. 3 for 18 with an RBI. First pitch, a little bit up and in, ball 1. Pardon me, 1-0 to Hawks. And the next offering, a little bit low, 2-0. Wind kicks up again here at Hoover. And blowing in from left at 15 miles an hour today, the 2-0. Chop foul back to the plate, 2-1. Or back behind the plate, 2-1, back to the backstop. Laying not too far from where I'm sitting. We've had several games in both baseball and softball recently where we've been at a table right behind the backstop. Here's the 2-1. Fouled off to the right, count evens at 2-2. Thomason would love to end this second inning with a strikeout. Max 15 Ks in 14 innings, so he's averaged a strikeout an inning. And has 1 so far here today. The 2-2. Inside corner called strike 3. He did it for me again. Second K, both looking for Thomason. No runs, 1 hit, and Hoover leaves a man at third. After 2, still scoreless on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Top of the third inning, Bulldog baseball. Brought to you by Andrew Schroeder with Schroeder Graphics and Sign LLC. Visit sgsignllc.com and like Schroeder Graphics and Sign LLC on Facebook. Schroeder Graphics, be a brand above. By Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa. Stop out and see the new and improved look, and they aren't done yet. More upgrades are on the way to Champion Bowl, where bowling is fun. And by Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, your premium broadband provider expanding into Wapello County. Please go to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com to express interest in fiber internet at your home. No score, Ottumwa and Hoover as we get ready for the top of the third inning. Max Thomason ending the second inning with his second strikeout, and Bulldog pitcher strikeouts this year are brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your agent in Ottumwa. 2, 3, and 4 for the Dogs here in the third. Mitch Wood, Jesus Jaime, Adam Greiner. Wood walked his first time up. He was eventually stranded at third. Ottumwa's been on the verge of taking the lead a couple of times in this game. They've left 4 on base in the first 2 innings. First pitch of the third from Taryn Bates is a letter-high strike, 0-1. Ottumwa, no runs, 2 hits, and 1 error. Hoover, no runs, 1 hit, no errors through 2 innings. Slow wind in the 0-1 to Wood. Popped in the air, foul right side over by the Hoover dugout. That is out of play. And the count is 0-2 on the Bulldog shortstop. Jesus Jaime on deck. Adam Greiner in the hole. Wood has to protect the plate. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the mid of the catcher, Rogers, and that is strike 3 for 1 down. Second strikeout for Bates, and the batter is Jesus Jaime, who hit the ball on the nose but lined into a double play his first time up. Righty to righty. Bates winds and delivers. Swing and a miss. And a high pitch for strike 1. The 0-1 to Zeus. Swing and a miss, so he fouled it back. And the count 0-2. So second straight 0-2 count for Ottumwa here. Wood went down on strikes. Jaime trying to protect the plate. The 0-2. Upstairs and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Hit high in the air down the left field line, shallow, and settling under it to make the catch is the left fielder Josh Barron for out number 2. 2 down for Adam Greiner, who has one of the 2 Ottumwa hits so far, a single his first time up.
Now batting the DH, number 10, Adam Greiner.
2 out, nobody on for Ottumwa. Top of the third, we have no score. First pitch. Checked his swing. It was low and away, ball 1. Greiner able to hold off there. The wind and the 1-0 pitch to Adam. Swing and a foul back, and we're even at a ball and a strike. One and 1 to Greiner. Trying to start a 2-out rally here. Pitch on the way, and it's in the dirt, 2-1. Coming up next half inning, I'll do a little This Day in Baseball. Some of you will like it, some of you may not. Here's the 2-1. Line foul off to the right out of play, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Carter Thompson on deck if Greiner can keep the inning going. Bates has the sign he wants. The righty's 2-2 pitch. Ground ball foul up the third base line. Didn't miss by much. Still 2-2. The grass here at Des Moines Hoover on the infield looks like it's thick, a little tall. Ground balls can get eaten up. We've already seen some of Hoover's ground balls end up being rather weak grounders. Of course, Max Thompson has a lot to do with that. Another 2-2 to Griner. Ground ball to third, fielded by Smith. Long throw across the diamond is on the money. And the side is retired. Ottumwa goes down in order in the third. We go to the bottom half, still scoreless. Bulldogs in Des Moines Hoover on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love of the game.
Bottom of the third inning, Ottumwa nothing, Des Moines Hoover nothing. Bulldog baseball. Game one of our doubleheader here on KBIZ up in the capital city once again. Tomorrow, weather permitting, we will broadcast Ottumwa softball at home taking on Dowling. And then on Friday, we'll be with softball again, this time as they travel to Cedar Rapids for 2 games in the Cedar Rapids Jefferson tournament. We're going back there after a 1-year absence. Back here at baseball, 8-9-1 due up for Hoover. Ian King, Josh Barron, and Braden Dill at the top of the order. King, the right fielder, stands in. Max Thomason's first offering of the third inning. A little bit low, ball 1. King, just a sophomore, making only his third start. And he's batting .385, 5 for 13 with 4 runs batted in. That pitch on the outside corner, and we're even at a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Swing and a foul back, and the count goes to 1-2 on King. Josh Barron, the left fielder, on deck. Time called at the plate by the batter, King. Thomason has allowed 1 hit in 2 innings. He's struck out 2. Now the 1-2. Way outside, 2-2. Said we would do this day in baseball this half inning. We'll wait and see what happens with this 2-2 pitch first. It's on the way. And a liner foul down the third base line. We'll do it again. June 23rd, 1984. If you're a Chicago Cubs fan, that triggered your memory. That's known as the Sandberg game. Ryne Sandberg, on his way to winning MVP that year, had a day to remember at Wrigley Field against the St. Louis Cardinals. As here, the 2-2 pitch is a soft liner up the middle. That'll get into center for a leadoff single. So King reaches. Second time in 3 innings Hoover's had the leadoff man on. That's their second hit. And the batter is Josh Barron, the left fielder. Barron, a senior, hitting .229 with 3 runs batted in. So if you're not familiar with the Sandberg game, in 1984, that was the year the Cubs came out of nowhere to win the division and make the playoffs for the first time since 1945. And they really arrived on that June day. It was a Saturday afternoon game. It was a national broadcast on NBC. The game was already a wild one, and NBC announcer Bob Costas had already declared Cardinals center fielder Willie McGee the player of the game. But in the bottom of the 9th inning, Sandberg came up against future Hall of Famer Bruce Sutter, the closer for the Cardinals, and Sandberg hit a game-tying home run. As this pitch is bunted in front of the plate, it's to Thomason. He'll throw to first. Sacrifice successful. Barron retired 1-3. Down to second goes King. We go to the top of the order, Braden Dill, who reached on an error his first time up. What makes that game in 84 Cubs-Cardinals the Sandberg game is that not only did Sandberg tie the game with a home run at the end of regulation, the next time he came up in extra innings, the Cardinals had taken the lead again. Suter was still pitching. Sandberg hit another home run to tie the game again. So he hit 2 game-tying home runs in the same game off of future Hall of Fame closer. That pitch fouled at the plate by Dill, strike 1. The Cubs would go on to win it. It was either in 11 or 12 innings. And at one point, I think after the second home run, Bob Costa said, we may have been a little premature in giving the player of the game to somebody else. That was this day in baseball back in 1984. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Who wants it? Right side, foul territory. Denniston over near the Hoover dugout makes the catch for out number 2. 2 down for the center fielder, Jared Fisher, who bounced into a fielder's choice and was later caught stealing in the first inning. No score. Hoover with the runner at second and 2 down. Second time the Huskies have had a man in scoring position. Fisher, right-handed batter, has one of those batting helmets that has the extra facial protection along the cheek. I think that should be mandatory, just my opinion. And he hits a chopper over the mound, charging at Thompson, the second baseman. Throw to first in time, and the side is retired as Max Thomason pitches around the leadoff single. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. After 3, we're still scoreless on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
Top of the 4th inning, moving along pretty quickly here in Game 1 while we have no score. Bulldog Baseball. Brought to you by Mike and the team at Mike's Pizza, Ottumwa's favorite place to eat. By Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. And by Ottumwa Job Corps Center, providing the skills you need to succeed in today's workforce at no cost to you. Visit ottumwajobcorps.gov. 5, 6, and 7 in the Bulldog order. Carter Thompson, Adam Denniston, Trey Swartz due up against right-hander Taryn Bates. Thompson grounded to second his first time up. Bulldogs left 2 men on base in each of the first 2 innings, but Bates set him down in order in the third. And Thompson a ground ball down to third, backhanded by Smith, long throw across on the money for out number 1. That brings up Adam Denniston, who popped out his first time up.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, the catcher, Adam Denniston.
1 out, nobody on for OHS. Bates has suddenly set down 5 in a row. The wind by Bates in the pitch. Hard liner under the glove or off the glove of the second baseman, Dill. He races over, picks it up, throws to first, but not in time, and safe at first is Denniston. Was a low liner kind of sinking away from Dill. He kind of tried to casually reach out the glove to the left side and pick it, but it kicked off his glove and went away. I think they'll call that an error. Courtesy runner for Denniston is Lucas Barnes. So he's at first with 1 out for Trey Swartz, who singled his first time up. One on, 1 out. Ottumwa trying to break this scoreless tie with Hoover here in the top of the 4th. Waiting on our umpire to make the notation of the courtesy runner in his little book with the lineup card. And now he'll stand back behind the plate and signal that we're ready to play ball again. Swartz stands in. First pitch on the way. Up and away, ball one. As we mentioned, tomorrow we're supposed to be back in Ottumwa for a softball doubleheader versus Dowling. That will be weather permitting. 1-0 to Swartz. Throw to first. Boy, Barnes barely had any kind of a lead at all. He dives back in, but he could have taken a leisurely stroll back to the bag and gotten there in time. A long pause and then the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a foul. Weakly back. Count evens at a ball and a strike. That was a breaking ball that was diving out of the zone. Received just a little while ago in my email a notification from the National Weather Service about potential severe weather tomorrow into Friday. That's kind of an alert for large portions of the state of Iowa, but there is at least a slight chance for severe weather in Ottumwa and southeast Iowa tomorrow evening. And whether there's severe weather or not, there could be rain tomorrow. That would put the doubleheader in doubt. But we don't know for sure. As another throw to first will chase Barnes back. Count still 1-1 to Swartz. Now they are forecasting between 1 o'clock tomorrow morning and 7 o'clock Saturday morning as Swartz gets under this one and pops it foul out of play to the right 1-2. They're saying from 1 a.m. Thursday through 7 a.m. Saturday, Ottumwa could get 4 to 6 inches of rain. And if that is falling Thursday afternoon and evening, then I suppose, as we said, tomorrow is weather permitting. But that's tomorrow. Today, bright and sunny on Ottumwa baseball. No score here at Hoover. 1-on, 1-out, top 4. Another throw to first. And again, Lucas Barnes over there at first has a very short lead. Bates is not going to pick him off, no matter how quickly he moves, unless Lucas just decides not to go back. The pitch, runner does go. It's a hit and run, and it's fouled off to the right. So we stay at 1-2. Barnes not going for a straight steal, I don't believe. Just trying to get a running start with 2 strikes, maybe stay out of the double play as Ottumwa's hit several ground balls in this game. 1-on, 1-out. Another throw to first, and Lucas kind of stumbled. He dives back in safely. Coach Yeager calls out the code for what he wants to do with this play. A pause by Bates. Runner goes. The pitch fouled straight back. And we stay at 1-2. Swartz doing a good job of staying alive. Hoping to get one he can square up. If he could hit a line drive to the outfield, Ottumwa could get runners on the corners with Barnes in motion if Barnes is running again. Trey digs back in, doesn't wear batting gloves. Slightly open stance. Bates comes set, another throw over, and again, diving back in safely is Barnes. Now Bates has to be careful. The foul territory behind first base down the right field line isn't quite as much as what we have at home, but it's still quite a bit. You throw a pickoff throw away, the runner's probably getting to third. That pitch swung on and foul tipped into the mid of the catcher Rogers for strike 3, and there's 2 down. Third strikeout for Bates, and the batter is Tanner Shark, who flew to center his first time up.
Now batting the left fielder, number 2, Tanner Shark.
Still no score, top of the 4th inning. Left-handed batting, left fielder digs in. First pitch, high, ball 1. Barnes has seen a lot of duty as a courtesy runner or a pinch runner this year. Only 2 for 2 in stolen base tries. Edges out to a bigger lead. Not going, and the pitch is grounded to the right side. Second baseman Dill has it, throw to first, and the inning is over. Ottumwa gets a runner with the one-out error, but cannot do anything with it. They strand one. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Bulldogs nothing, Huskies nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
We know now more than ever how important high-speed fiber internet is to our customers, ranging from at-home work, at-home schooling, and all of your online gaming and streaming requests. We have you covered, but don't wait. Our springtime queue is filling up fast, and I want to help you get your name on that list. Call me, Samantha, your local Lisco sales rep at 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit our website at www.lisco.com.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Bottom of the fourth inning. It's a pitcher's duel to this point. No score. Ottumwa and Des Moines Hoover. Max Thomason has allowed just 2 hits through 3 innings. He's struck out 2, has not walked a batter. He will face the 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the Hoover order: Jared Fisher, Nathan Morrissey, and Taryn Bates.
For the Huskies, shortstop, Nathan Morrissey.
Pardon me, it's Morrissey, Bates, and Rogers. First pitch is an inside corner strike to Morrissey, 0-1. It's only 32 pitches for Thomason here in the fourth inning. That pitch way outside, and the count even at a ball and a strike. Morrissey called out on strikes his first time up. Now the 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. Wood has it near the bag at second. Throw to first in time, and that's out number 1. Nice play by Mitch Wood. We're sitting almost directly behind the plate, so when a ball's hit up the middle, we can't really see it. Got to go by what the fielders are doing, and Mitch Wood with a quick move to his left to get to that one. Taryn Bates, the batter, a ground ball to second his first time up. And nothing's been hit really hard by Hoover to this point. Bates, a left-handed hitter. First pitch on the way. On the outside corner for a called strike. The ground balls haven't been hit very hard, and then that infield grass tends to eat them up here at Hoover. The 0-1. There's a soft liner over the head of Swartz and fair down the right field line. Bates around first. He wants 2. Rominger up with it quickly. The relay throw to second, not in time, and that'll be a double for Taryn Bates. Third inning in a row, Hoover's gotten a man into scoring position. Bates there with 1 out for Ethan Rogers, who singled his first time up. Going to get a courtesy runner for the pitcher, Bates.
Courtesy runner for the Huskies, number 13.
And that will be Charles Walker.
Now batting for the Huskies, the catcher, Ethan Rogers.
So here is Rogers, left-handed batting catcher. 2 different color batting gloves on his hands. The left hand, the bottom hand, has a white glove. The top hand, the right hand, has a black glove. Runner at second, 1 down, scoreless game. Had a feeling that Ottumwa would not have it easy here at Hoover. The pitch. There's a ground ball back to the mound. Thomason will throw quickly to first for out number 2. A little surprised he didn't turn around and try to catch Walker heading to third there. Now runner at third and 2 down. The batter, Jude Smith, who grounded to short his first time up. Hoover had a man at third and 2 down in the second inning. Thomason got out of that frame with the strikeout. Let's see how he handles Smith here. And Hoover is swinging early in the count often. First pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. The next pitch for Thomason will only be his 39th. There's 2 out here in the 4th inning. The 0-1. Fly ball left center on the move, and unable to get there is Shark. It's an RBI single for Hoover, and they've taken a 1-0 lead. That's the 3rd inning in a row. Hoover's put a man in scoring position, and they finally make it count. And now Smith at first with 2 down for Ian Hawks, who was called out on strikes his first time up. First pitch, ground ball to short. Wood has it. He'll go the easy way to Thompson at second for the fielder's choice, and the inning is over. But Hoover on the board. A run on 2 hits. They leave 1. We go to the 5th. Ottumwa's got work to do, trailing 1-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me leap though.
Top of the 5th inning. Ottumwa High Baseball brought to you today by Slayton Polaris, your home for the best deals on Polaris Rangers and ATVs. Call or stop in and see them today, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. By Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, 522 North Hancock Street in Ottumwa. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org. And by Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications, Lisco of Fairfield. Hoover 1, Ottumwa 0 as the Bulldogs bat here in the top of the 5th. 9-1-2 to up for Ottumwa. Colton McKinnon, Blaze Rominger, Mitch Wood. Anybody gets on Jesus Jaime. McKinnon walked his first time up. He takes a pitch outside here for ball 1. You're down a run, but McKinnon has spent a lot of his career as a leadoff hitter, and so he knows what to do, even though he's in the number 9 hole now, leading off this inning. The 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1. Love to get these 2 guys on ahead of Wood and Jaime. The 1-1. Chopper foul back into the left, 1-2. Ottumwa had 4 base runners in the first 2 innings. But Bates has set down 7 of the last 8 he's faced. That pitch up and in nearly got a piece of McKinnon. And the count even at 2-2. Ottumwa was unable to convert the early opportunities. They need to find something now later in the game. Top of the 5th, down a run. And that pitch grounded back to the mound. Bates has it, flips it to first for out number 1. That brings up Blaze Rominger, who has walked and has struck out 0 for 1.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, right fielder, Blaze Rominger. Come on, Blaze, need to start here now. Come on, kid.
1 out, nobody on. Ottumwa trailing Hoover here 1-0. First pitch on the way. And it dropped in at the letters for a strike, 0-1. Bates from the windup. The 0-1. Inside, nearly got a piece of him. Count evens at a ball and a strike. It was Bates who helped his own cause with the 1-out double in the bottom of the 4th inning, and his courtesy runner came around to score the only run of the game so far. Blaze hits a high fly ball to center, the wind blowing it towards right center and in, but coming on to make the catch is Fisher for out number 2. Well, 2 out, nobody on for Mitch Wood, which is Not what Ottumwa was hoping for. Wood has walked and struck out 0 for 1. Bulldogs only have 2 hits. They're coming off a doubleheader where they scored 21 runs in 2 games at East. And Bates didn't come into this game with the most stellar numbers. His first pitch here, low, ball 1. Taryn Bates came in with a 4.11 ERA and teams hitting .299 against him, but he's had Ottumwa befuddled here the last few innings. The 1-0. That's outside 2-0. The catcher Rogers is pretty much camped around that outside corner. Now he moves in the 2-0. And the pitch low and away 3-0. Well, if Wood can get on, Jaime's on deck, and if Wood is walked or singles, he's Ottumwa's best base stealer. See if Ottumwa can get something going here with 2 down, the bottom of the 5th, trailing 1-0. The 3-0. That's a strike on the outside corner. Wood taking all the way, 3-1. Mitch has the power to drive one out and tie the game, but it'd have to be a pretty good shot into this wind if he hit it to left. Got the slugger's count. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Way outside, ball 4. 4th walk issued by Bates. And now here's Zeus, who has lined into a double play and flied out to left.
Now batting third baseman, Jesus Jaime.
Will Ottumwa put a runner in motion here, or with Zeus's ability to hit for extra bases, do you just count on him finding a gap, or better? Wood's got a pretty big lead over there. Bates, without even coming set, will hop off the rubber and throw to first to chase him back. Just past 6 o'clock on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ Ottumwa. Runner at first, 2 down for the Dogs here in the top of the 5th, trailing Hoover 1-0 in game 1. Another throw over, and again, Wood back in safely. Mitch edges out to his lead again. Bates from the stretch, the pitch. Inside, bent him back off the plate, ball 1. Zeus steps out for a moment. Now the big senior digs back in. Got a 1-0 count. Mitch gets his lead over at first. Runner goes. The pitch skied in the air. Shallow center. Coming in is Fisher. And he'll make the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, a walk and a man left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. That's almost still down 1-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang chose me.
Bottom of the 5th inning. Ottumwa trailing Des Moines Hoover 1-0. Bulldog Baseball brought to you by Cole Palace Cafe and Books on West Main Street, Ottumwa by the train depot. Offering an array of coffee beverages. They also serve breakfast, and they have homemade soup, salads, and sandwiches for lunch. For more information, like and follow them on Facebook. By Blackhawk Auto Body and Linex of Ottumwa for all your auto body repair needs, insurance work, and spray-in bed liners. Check them out for all your aftermarket truck accessories. Contact Blackhawk Auto Body for a free quote. And by Lee's Photography in Ottumwa, capturing all the special moments in your life, such as weddings, sports, senior photos, family portraits, and more. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street across from the Courier in Ottumwa, capturing memories to last a lifetime. First pitch of the bottom of the 5th is a strike at the knees to Ian King, 0-1. King singled his first time up. Hoover 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. Ottumwa no runs, 2 hits, and an error. The 0-1. Ground ball slowly to the left side, charging is Wood. Fields throws on the run. Good stretch by Swartz. They got him for out number 1. That brings up the left fielder, Josh Barron, a sacrifice bunt his first time up.
Now batting the left fielder, Josh Barron.
Hoover still swinging early in counts. Only 42 pitches for Thomason here. First pitch, up high, ball 1. One out, nobody on, and the 1-0 pitch is in there for a called strike. One and one to Barron, the number 9 hitter in the Hoover order. Pitch on the way, up and in, 2-1. Thomason hasn't been behind too many hitters in this game. The 2-1. Low and away, 3-1. In fact, that is the first 3-ball count Hoover has seen all game. Hitters count for Barron, 3 balls and a strike. Top of the order, Braden Dill on deck. The 3-1. Popped up right side, out of play. And the count goes full, 3-2. Hoover 1, Ottumwa nothing. 1 out, nobody on for the Huskies here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The 3-2 pitch. Up and in, ball 4. First walk issued by Max Thomason. Braden Dill has reached on an error and fouled out. 0 for 2. Hoover with 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Thomason from the stretch. Throw to first, not in time. Barron over at first is 5 for 5 in stolen base tries. That's 4th on the team. Bunt shown, pitch was up and in, and I think it's fouled off the batter's bat. He was trying to get out of the way, and the ball hit him in the bat, or hit the bat, I should say. Didn't hit the batter. Hoover wanted a hit by pitch, but it's a foul ball off the bat for strike 1. Oh and 1 to the Hoover second baseman. Thomason from the stretch. The pitch. And that did hit him in the knee. He didn't show a bunt that time. And Hoover, first time all game they've had 2 on base at once. And that'll bring up Jared Fisher, who has hit no fielder's choice and grounded to second, 0 for 2. The way Ottumwa has struggled to swing the bats in this game, already down a run, Bulldogs really can't afford to fall further behind. Thomason's got to make some good pitches right here. First pitch. Ground ball right side, Swartz has it, and he bobbled it, picked it up, nowhere to go with it. Nobody covered first, and the bases are loaded with 1 out for Nathan Morrissey. That's an error on Swartz, but he would have had time to throw to first. Thomason, unfortunately, didn't break for the first base bag. Now Hoover has its best hitter at the plate. He struck out and grounded out 0 for 2. Corner infielders will come home. They're in on the edge of the grass. Middle infielders hoping to turn 2 the traditional way. Bases loaded, 1 down. The pitch. Low and away, ball 1. A walk, a hit batter, and an error. Hoover's loaded the bases without a hit here in the bottom of the 5th. Thomason trying to get out of the jam. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Got him to chase a breaking ball that time. 1-1 to Morrissey. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch down and in, 1-2. Morrissey's hard to strike out, only 5 times this season, but Thomason got him in the first inning. Can he make another good pitch here and keep the runners from scoring? Chopper, third base side, foul. And we stay at 1-2. The pitcher, Taryn Bates, on deck. One ball, 2 strikes. Thomason has his sign. Pitch on the way. Popped up back, foul out of play. And we'll do it again at 1-2. Barron at third, Dill at second, Fisher at first. Another 1-2 to Morrissey. Fly ball to center, going back is McKinnon. It's fairly deep. Colton's under it, makes the catch, runner tags. The throw will come in to the middle of the diamond, now throw to third, and the tag out at third, and the inning is over. The run does count, though, I believe it does. And Hoover leads it 2-0. Bulldogs have more work to do. We go to the top of the 6th. Ottumwa down a pair on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
And streaming online at ottumwaradio.com. And
One Bulldog error and runners left on. As we go to the top of the 6th inning.
Top of the 6th inning, Ottumwa trailing Des Moines Hoover 2-0, getting late as the Bulldogs are trying to preserve their unbeaten conference record. Hoover's run in the 5th coming on a sac fly by Nathan Morrissey. That scored Josh Barron. On the play, Braden Dill, trying to tag and go to third, was retired 8-6-5 as McKinnon threw it to, I believe it was Mitch Wood in the middle of the diamond, who wheeled and fired to third, and Jesus Jaime was able to corral a throw that was slightly wide of the bag and get a tag down. Oh, it was Swartz who took that throw. It's hard for me to see. And Swartz in the middle of the diamond there all the way over from first base. My view blocked to that middle of the infield by the umpire. So Ottumwa's got to get the bats going. Only 2 hits, and those came in the first 2 innings. Adam Greiner has one of them. He singled in the first. He's 1 for 2. Greiner, then Thompson and Denniston. Taryn Bates, 79 pitches through 5 innings. First pitch here. Oh, that was called a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Not too sure about that one. The 0-1 pitch on the way. And that's in the dirt. Count evens at a ball and a strike. One and 1 to Greiner. The next pitch is popped in the air, foul to the right. Over for a look is the first baseman Hawks, but it's out of play for strike 2. One and 2 to Greiner. Right-hander to right-hander. Bates winds and delivers. And a ground ball slowly to short. Charging is Morrissey. Throws on the run and got him for out number 1. Carter Thompson is grounded to second and grounded to third, 0 for 2.
for the Bulldogs, second baseman Carter Thompson.
Ottumwa's got to at least get some base runners here. Obviously, your best run producers, your best RBI guys are Wood and Jaime, but they were the last two batters of the fifth inning. As the first pitch to Thompson is downstairs, ball one. If Ottumwa wants to get Wood and Jaime to the plate again, they'll have to get at least two base runners in the next two innings just to get to Wood. There's a ground ball out to second. Up with it is Dill. His throw to first is in time, and there's two down. Adam Denniston, the batter, he has popped out and reached on an error. 7 ground ball outs for Ottumwa here so far in the game. 2 out, nobody on, top of the 6th. First pitch on the way from Bates to Denniston. And there's a high fly ball to center, but that's right where Fisher is. Comes in a few steps, makes the catch, and Ottumwa done very quickly. Down in order in the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom half. Bulldogs down 2-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Schroeder Graphics and Signs, LLC, across the road from RJ Performance, is your go-to headquarters for all things custom designed, including vehicle wraps, printing, signs, billboards, and state-of-the-art commercial lighted signs. They also do window designs, semis, and VIN DOTs, wall designs, any size of coolers, customized bag boards, custom trailers, tumblers, race cars, go-karts, off-road vehicles, and more. Realtors, contact them for your custom yard signs, too. Visit sgsignsllc.com and like them on Facebook. Schroeder Graphics, be a brand above.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Max Thomason has pitched a very good game for Ottumwa. He's only given up 1 earned run, 2 runs total, but his offense has done next to nothing. Only 2 hits for the Bulldogs through 6 innings, and they're down 2-0. Thomason will have to get through Bates, Rogers, and Smith. Try to keep Hoover where they are and give the Bulldogs a chance in the bottom half. Taryn Bates is 1 for 2, and that one was a double with 1 out in the 4th inning. His courtesy runner eventually scored on a 2-out single by Jude Smith. Hoover would then add an unearned run in the 5th inning without a hit to double their lead. First pitch here to Bates is popped in the air, foul left side. Can anybody get there? Nope, not high enough in the air. It lands near the Ottumwa dugout for strike 1. Both Jaime and Denniston in hot pursuit, but the ball barely got above the level of the high screen on that side. Oh, 0-1 to Taryn Bates. The next offering, righty to lefty, is a ground ball to the right side, fielded by Thomason. Throw to first in time for out number 1. Pardon me, by Thompson, not Thomason. And that gets really confusing are the times when Carter Thompson has been replaced in the lineup by Max Thomason at second base. 1 down for Ethan Rogers, who singled and bounced back to the mound. Left-handed batting catcher, 1 for 2. First pitch, inside corner strike, 0-1. Max winds again, and the 0-1 pitch. Popped in the air, shallow left, out is Wood, but in is Tanner Shark, who easily makes us the catch for out number 2. And that brings up Jude Smith, who's 1 for 2 with the RBI single that put Hoover in front in the 4th inning.
Now batting for the Huskies, the third baseman, Jude Smith.
In the bottom half of the inning, Ottumwa will have the bottom third of the order, Swartz, Shark, and McKinnon. There is activity in the Hoover pen. First pitch is outside to to Smith, ball 1. Thomason's 1-0. Ground ball foul left side, count even at a ball and a strike. Braden Dill, who's the second baseman for Hoover, is the man warming in the bullpen. If he comes in, he'll come in with 6 1/3 innings pitched and no ERA. Hoover doesn't have wins, losses, or saves in their column, but those numbers indicate he's their closer. That pitch called a strike on the outside corner to Smith, and it's 1-2. Deep breath by Max on the mound. And the 1-2 pitch. Low and away, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Thomason has struck out 2 so far in this game. The pitch. Pop up right side. Swartz backing up now, running over towards foul territory, and he's able to make the catch. As the wind was playing tricks with it, but Trey hung on and retired the side. All right, last chance in game 1 for Ottumwa. They need 2 to tie, 3 to take the lead. Hoover leads at 2-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate.
Top of the 7th inning, Ottumwa needs a rally. They trail Des Moines Hoover 2-0. Taryn Bates will get the chance to finish what he started here. Hoover does have reliever Braden Dill, who's also their second baseman, warmed up and ready to go if they need to go to the pen. Swartz has singled and struck out, 1 for 2. Bulldogs had 5 base runners in the first 2 innings and have only had 2 base runners since. First pitch here to Trey. Breaking ball swung on and missed, strike 1. Bulldogs have drawn 4 walks in this game, all brought to you by Shelter Insurance. Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. Here's the 0-1. Pop foul right side. Down the line a ways, and unable to reach it is the first baseman, Ian Hawks. It'll land untouched in foul territory, and Swartz stays alive at 0-2. Ottumwa just has not been able to square anything up from Bates in this game. He's been mostly pitching on the outer portion of the plate. And Ottumwa's attempts to go the other way have resulted mostly in ground balls and easy fly balls. Trey's got to protect here. The 0-2. Up high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tanner Shark on deck, Colton McKinnon in the hole. Anybody gets on base, Rominger, you get 2 on, you get to Mitch Wood. 3 on, you get to Zeus. The 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. A lot of encouragement coming from that Bulldog dugout. The 2-2 to Swartz. Fouled straight back, a breaking ball that he just did get a piece of to stay alive. Swartz hanging in there at 2-2. Trey looking for something he can drive or at least poke through a hole and get on base. Another 2-2 pitch. Up and in, 3-2. I've got Bates at 92 pitches here, nobody out in the top of the 7th. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Catcher sets up away. The payoff pitch. Ground ball left side, past the shortstop into left field. That's a leadoff single. Trey Swartz battling all the way. Has his second hit. The Dogs have the leadoff man on. That brings up Tanner Shark representing the tying run. Tanner has flied to center and grounded to second. Boy, and right now Ottumwa kind of ruining that unearned run they gave up without a hit in the fifth inning. If this was a 1-0 game, Tanner would almost certainly be bunting here. Right now the Dogs got to get a second base runner. Bates from the stretch. Short lead by Swartz. The pitch. Upstairs, ball one. One and 0 to Tanner Shark. He had a big home run in the seventh inning rally Monday against East. That pitch high, and it's 2-0. Second game in a row for Ottumwa baseball. They've been down in the seventh inning to a conference opponent. They scored 7 in the seventh on Monday to rally and beat East. They're down 2 here to Hoover. The 2-0. In the dirt, Swartz is kind of caught off first, but the throwback not in time. The catcher, Rogers, didn't realize it right away. Boy, that was a hard attack for Ottumwa, but Trey got back in time. 3-0 to Shark. McKinnon on deck. I would guess the take sign is on here. We'll see. The 3-0. Inside, ball 4. Another walk drawn by an Ottumwa batter, brought to you by Shelter Insurance. Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. That's the 5th walk issued by Bates, and looks like that'll be his last batter as Hoover head coach Tyler Brown's out of the dugout. He has Braden Dill, the second baseman, warmed up and ready to take his place. And we're trying to see around the umpire here to see if they will make a pitching change, and they do. So that'll be all on the mound for Taryn Bates. He pitched very well, but he leaves with 2 on, nobody out, top 7. We'll take 30 seconds and return with the new Hoover pitcher after this on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Well, we speculated that Braden Dill would come into pitch because he'd been warming up last inning, but instead it'll be the center fielder Jared Fisher coming in as Des Moines Hoover going with the pitcher who's been their ace starter. He's made 4 starts, has not made a relief appearance this season until now. Don't know what his record is. Again, there's no records listed in the stats here, but an ERA of 1.88, 22 in the third innings pitched, 25 hits allowed. 11 runs, 6 earned, 8 walks, 1 hit batter, 13 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .275 against him. Fisher was a starting pitcher in a 1-0 loss to Ottumwa back on June 7th at Legion Field. With Fisher coming in from center field, the Huskies have brought in sophomore Isaiah Shackleford to play center. And Shackleford taking the place of Taryn Bates in the batting order. That would be the cleanup spot. So Ottumwa with 2 on and nobody out. Colton McKinnon due up, who's walked and bounced back to the mound. As Fisher continues to warm. I don't know if he was warming up earlier or not. But he's taking full use of the allotted warm-up pitches, and now it'll be Colton McKinnon. Now with 2 on, nobody out, a bunt is a possibility for OHS here. You stay out of the double play. Get runners to second and third with only 1 down, the tying runs. Plus, McKinnon is fast enough, he could bunt his way on for a hit. And if you want to bunt it, you want to bunt it at the third baseman, Smith. Shows bunt. It's out in front of him now. It's a good bunt. Picked up by Fisher. Throw to first. Not in time. McKinnon beats it out. Bases loaded and nobody out. Hoover doesn't like the call, but that's a bunt single for McKinnon, and they are loaded for Rominger. Hoover head coach Tyler Barron out of the dugout. Talking to the base umpire. And the base umpire will confer with the home plate umpire. Bang, bang play. And they keep the call. It's safe. Bases loaded, nobody out, and here is Rominger, who is 0 for 2 with a walk, a strikeout, and a fly out to center. Fisher will pitch from the windup here, and his first offering. Liner, left field base hit. Scoring is Swartz. They will stop the runner at third. Ball bobbled, now he's coming home. Here's a throw to the plate, it's up the line, we're tied. RBI single for Rominger. He'll get one RBI, and then the bobble by Barron in left field allows Shark to come home. Ottumwa gets up off the mat in the 7th inning for the second straight game. And now first and second, still nobody out, and you got Wood and Jaime coming up.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, shortstop, Mitch Wood.
McKinnon stayed at second, even with the throw coming in. Blaze at first, great speed out there. Wood is 0 for 1 with a pair of walks. Fisher's pitch. Liner foul off to the right out of play, 0-1. The book is just about closed on Taryn Bates. 6 innings pitched, 2 runs, 3 hits, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts, 97 pitches. There's still a question about that second run being earned or unearned. Depends on what happens rest of the inning. That pitch up high to Wood, and the count even at a ball and a strike. The error allowed Shark to score, but without the error, there wouldn't have been an out. The bases would be loaded, so if Wood does anything that would have scored the run from third, it'll be an earned run anyway. Now the 1-1. Ground ball, foul, just foul down the third baseline, 1-2. Bates will get a no decision. And an impartial viewer would admit that that's kind of a tough break for him as well as he pitched. But Ottumwa's found a way to rally in the 7th inning for the second straight game. They've got the tie. Now can they get the lead? Fisher's, instead of a 1-2 to Wood, he pivots and will bluff McKinnon back to second. Tied at 2, top 7. Late drama here in game 1. The 1-2. Runner goes. Pitch grounded left side. Fielded by Smith to throw to second in time. That's all they'll get on the fielder's choice. Out at second is Rominger, 6-4, as Morrissey throws him out. But McKinnon's at third. Woods at first. And the batter is Jesus Jaime, who is lined out and flied out twice. And all Ottumwa needs now is a fly ball to go in front, but it will not be Zeus. They will walk him intentionally to load the bases for Adam Greiner, who has singled and grounded out twice. Well, we said it early in the year, and it holds true now. Zeus is going to get pitched around from time to time, and Adam Greiner has been most often in the cleanup spot. It's Adam who's got to make teams pay for it. Hoover has brought the infield in at all 4 positions. They now have a force out at home. And they say when the infield's in, your batting average goes up 100 points. Well, Greiner, a 265 hitter coming in, that would make him 365 now. All he's got to do is get it in the air to the outfield, and he can give Ottumwa the lead. Fisher from the stretch, the reliever's pitch. In the dirt, ball 1, no place to put him, a dog at every base. McKinnon's at third, Wood at second, Jaime at first. Hoover's not in position to turn a traditional double play at the infield in. The 1-0. Up and in, 2-0. You are halfway to a walk that would give Ottumwa the lead. Griner with that blue bat in his hands. Digs back in, standing tall in the right-handed batter's box. Ahead in the count, 2-0. The next offering. High fly ball down the line in left. It's going foul, though, and it'll land untouched. Barron made a dive at it. Honestly, I wish he'd caught that. He didn't come that close to it. If he catches that, McKinnon could have tagged up and walked home for the lead. Counts 2-1 to Griner. Just a little bit out in front of that. But that fly ball, if he hits a fly ball that deep in fair territory, that'll be deep enough to get the run home. 2-1 to Griner. 2 home for Ottumwa, bases loaded. The pitch. Popped up right side. That could be playable for the first baseman over near the fence. Nope, it's out of play. The wind carrying that out of play. And the count even at 2-2. That's a different first baseman than Hoover had earlier. Oh, Bates is playing first now. I didn't realize he had stayed in the game. So they took out Ian Hawks. So Shackleford would be batting where Hawks is, and Hawks is due to lead off, or was due to lead off, the bottom of the 7th. 2-2 to Griner, bases loaded, 1 out. The stretch in the pitch. Called strike 3 in the outside corner. Wow. Corner moved a bit. And that's out number 2. First strikeout for Fisher. It's up to Carter Thompson. He's grounded out 3 times. Infield now back at normal depth. Bases loaded, 2 down. First pitch on the way to Thompson. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swartz singled, Shark walked to start this inning. McKinnon a bunt single to load the bases. Rominger an RBI single, and then an error in left field allowed the second run to score and tie the game. Now the 0-1. In the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike. A fielder's choice grounder meant 1 out runners at the corners. Then Jesus Jaime intentionally walked, and Adam Griner called out on strikes. Bases loaded, 2 down, now 1-1 to Thompson. The 1-1. Line into center field. That is caught on the run by Shackleford to retire the side. Thompson hit it hard, but maybe a little bit too hard. Ottumwa does tie the game, 2 runs on 2 hits, but they leave them loaded. We go to the bottom of the 7th, all tied at 2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Cole Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Cole Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Cole Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Bottom of the 7th, Ottumwa 2, Hoover 2. Ottumwa on the plus side, they tied the game after being down 2-0 going to the top of the 7th. On the negative side, they still had bases loaded, nobody out with the game tied, and it was first and second, nobody out, then bases loaded and 1 out, and were unable to take the lead. So the first batter here in the bottom of the 7th will be Isaiah Shackleford, who came on defensively in the top half of the inning. Shackleford, a sophomore, is 0 for 9 at the plate on the season. First pitch, a little bit low, ball 1. Max Thomason still out there. That's only his 67th pitch. Bulldogs will get some action going in the bullpen, as the 1-0 is chopped foul at the plate, 1-1. And that That one may have gotten a piece of our home plate umpire. Adam Deniston will take the ball back all the way to the mound to Thomason to let our umpire shake it off. Adam Greiner is warming in the Ottumwa pen. Greiner, last time I saw him pitch, he threw 2 1/3 innings. And stats don't show it, but he should have gotten the save in that win over Urbandale last Thursday. 1-1 to Shackleford. He'll be followed in the order, at least on paper, in the order by Ian King and Josh Barron if Hoover doesn't make any changes. And it is King on deck. 1-1 to Shackleford. The next offering, a little bit high, 2-1. If Ottumwa doesn't win this game, they will rue missed opportunities at the plate in the early and late innings. The 2-1, way outside, 3-1. Bulldogs had 2 on, nobody out in the first inning, didn't score. They had 2 on, 2 out in the second inning, didn't score. Then they had a long stretch without doing much of anything until the 7th inning when they scored 2 and had several opportunities to take the lead but could not get the hit or the fly ball that would bring the go-ahead run home. Now the 3-1, up and in, ball 4. Second walk issued by Thomason, and the winning run is at first for Hoover with nobody out. The batter, Ian King, 1 for 2 with the single. This seems like a sacrifice opportunity for the Huskies. First pitch, bunted at in front of the plate, picked up by Jaime, only plays to first, and just in time to get King. Down to second goes Shackleford, winning run in scoring position. It's a sacrifice, 5-3. And the batter, Josh Barron, who does not have an at-bat, he has laid down a sac bunt, and he has walked and scored a run. Hoover got a run without a hit in the 5th inning. They've got a man at second without a hit here in the bottom of the 7th in a tie game. First pitch, bunted, back to the mound. Thomas has it, throw to first in time for out number 2 as the winning run advances to third. So back-to-back sacrifices. And the game is in the hands of Braden Dill, who has reached on an error, fouled out, and has been hit by a pitch. Find it a little interesting that Hoover has given Ottumwa 2 outs here, but a wild pitch would sink Ottumwa here, as would an error. Swing and a miss at the first pitch, strike 1. Thomason has to make his best pitches now, and Deniston must not let a ball get by him. Winning run at third, 2 down, bottom 7. Either we get the third out and go to extra innings, or Hoover takes one away from Ottumwa, and the Bulldogs will feel like they let it go. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good stop by Adam. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Thomason's gotten a couple big strikeouts in this game. Can he get another one here? The 0-2. Upstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Couldn't get him to chase the high one just out of the zone. One and 2 to Dill. Shackleford, the winning run at third with 2 down. Thomason stretches and delivers. High chopper back towards the mound. Thomason on his knees, throws to first in time, and the side is retired. Great play by Max Thomason to save the game for Ottumwa. We're going to extra innings. Bulldogs and Huskies tied at 2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared at John, watch me leap though.
Top of the 8th inning. Ottumwa 2, Des Moines Hoover 2. And the Huskies go back to the bullpen, and this time it will be Braden Dill, who comes in from second base to pitch. Jared Fisher threw 1 inning, and now he's gone back to center field. And Isaiah Shackleford has come in from center to play second base. The numbers on Dill as a pitcher: 4 relief outings, 6 in the 3rd innings pitched, no ERA. 3 hits allowed, 3 runs but none earned, 4 walks, 3 hit batters, 3 strikeouts. Opponents have hit 130 against him. He has been a little while, so I'd say the book on him is to try to be patient. Jared Fisher threw an inning, didn't allow a run of his own. He allowed 2 inherited runners to score, gave up 2 hits. Walked 1 batter, but that was intentional, and he had 1 strikeout. He threw 14 pitches. They might want him to start game 2 still. Adam Denniston will lead it off. 0 for 3, he has reached on an error. First pitch misses inside, ball 1. That pitch inside, in the count 2-0. Adam taking all the way there. That's in for a strike, and it's 2-1. That pitch to Adam misses, and he's ahead in the count, 3-1. Sluggers count for the Bulldog catcher. Dill working quickly, the 3-1. Called, strike 2 on the inside corner, count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff. Over his head, ball 4. And the go-ahead run is on to start the top of the 8th for OHS. We'll get a courtesy runner for Denniston. And that should again be Lucas Barnes.
Courtesy runner for the Bulldogs, number 22, Lucas Barnes. Now batting in first baseman, number 7, Craig Schwartz.
So here's Schwartz, who's 2 for 3. His single started the 2-run rally in the 7th inning. He scored one of the 2 Ottumwa runs. He shows bunt here, the pitch. Pop the bunt in the air. That'll be caught by the 3rd baseman, Jude Smith, for out number 1. So Barnes has to stay at first. Here's Tanner Shark, 0 for 2. Walked and scored in the 7th.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, the left fielder, number 2, Tanner Shark.
One out, one on. Righty to lefty the pitch. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt, 0-1. The 0-1. Popped it up. Barnes was running. He'll have to hustle back to first as the ball is dropped by the catcher. And new life for Shark at 0-2. Ethan Rogers unable to come up with that foul pop-up on the right side. One, 2 to Shark, but another life here after the pop-up fell without being caught. Throw to first, and Barnes dives back in safely. Dill from the stretch, the pitch. Way outside, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Dill gets his sign, Shark awaiting. And the pitch is high, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to the Bulldog left fielder, Colton McKinnon on deck. Barnes gets his lead at first, the pitch. High and away, 3-2. Again, Dill has had control issues. He's walked 1. And he's 3-2 on Shark with 1 away. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3 for out number 2. And the top of the 8th up to Colton McKinnon, who is 1 for 2 with a walk and a bunt single.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, center fielder, Colton McKinnon.
Let's see if McKinnon can keep things going here. Takes a strike letter high on the inside corner, 0-1. Hoover got 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th. Ottumwa tied it with 2 in the 7th. Bulldogs had a couple of golden opportunities to take the lead in the top half, but weren't able to score. Now a chopper to the right side, fielded by the second baseman, Shackleford, throw to first. And the inning is over. Ottumwa gets a leadoff walk in the 8th, but cannot do anything with it. They strand 1. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Can't let them score. We're still tied at 2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang chose me.
Bottom of the 8th inning. Ottumwa 2, Hoover 2. Max Thomason still in there for OHS, and why not? He's only allowed 2 runs on 4 hits in 7 innings. He's only thrown 77 pitches, so his pitch count well below the 110-pitch limit. Hoover does have their best hitters coming up, Jared Fisher, Nathan Morrissey, and Taryn Bates. Fisher is 0 for 3. His last time up, he reached on a critical error that loaded the bases with 1 out for Hoover. The Huskies would end up getting a second run. That run, one of the reasons we're still tied here instead of Ottumwa having taken home a hard-fought win. First pitch here to Fisher. Outside corner strike, 0-1. Fisher threw an inning of relief in the 7th inning. Came in first and second, nobody out. He ended up blowing the save, but he kept Ottumwa from taking the lead. Now the 0-1. Breaking ball didn't quite come back to the corner. Stayed high as well, 1-1. Close stance in that right-handed batter's box for Fisher. The 1-1. Inside all the way to the backstop, 2-1. 80 pitches now for Thompson. Adam Griner still throwing in the Ottumwa pen. Max brings it home 2-1. Outside corner, paints it again, 2-2. Fisher wears the pants up high with the stirrups. The old school look. The 2-2 pitch. Just off the plate inside, and it's 3-2. Denniston tried to frame that one, couldn't get the call. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Don't want to walk the leadoff man for the second straight inning. That'd be the winning run. The 3-2. Ground ball out to short. Mitch Wood has it. Throw to first in time for out number 1. Nathan Morrissey, the batter. 0 for 2. His sacrifice fly drove in the second run and gave Hoover a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting for the Huskies, shortstop Nathan Morrissey.
Again, right-handed batting, shortstop standing upright, holding that bat high over his head. The pitch fouled back to the screen, 0-1. Somewhat trying to win a game in which they trailed going to the 7th inning for the second game in a row. The 0-1. Liner right field, base hit. Well, Rominger fields it quickly, fires back into first, not in time. It gets away, but Denniston backs it up. And Morrissey will stay at first. The 1-out single, the 5th hit of the game for the Huskies. Each team now with 5 hits. And that'll bring up Taryn Bates, now playing first base. Bates 1 for 3 with a double. That double eventually led to the first run of the game in the 4th inning. Hoover in the 7th inning got the winning run on to lead off the inning with a walk, then had the next 2 batters bunt him to second and then to third. So they gave up 2 outs and put it in the hands of 1 player. As that pitch misses low and away, ball 1. With 1 out, you would think a steal might be an option here. Fisher hasn't run off, and he's 4 for 4 in stolen base tries. Actually, it's 4 for 5. He was caught stealing. Probably that's Morrissey at first, not Fisher. Throw to first, and it got away. And this could be trouble. Morrissey racing for second. He's around, headed to third, and boy, that's a mistake you cannot make in a game like this. The winning run at third with only 1 out on an errant pickoff throw by Thomason. And now Max is really going to have to work hard here if he's going to keep Ottumwa from losing its first conference game. Bates at the plate has struck out 13 times this year, so he can be vulnerable to the K. But it won't be Bates batting. They'll walk him intentionally. And that'll bring up Ethan Rogers, who's 1 for 3. Now, some teams in this situation would walk Rogers as well and load the bases to get the force at home. Ottumwa is going to back up the middle infielders to about halfway, try to position them at double play depth. The corner infielders are still in. And on a ground ball to first or third, well, they will load the bases, so now we're going to have the force at every base. So bases loaded, 1 out, and the batter is Jude Smith, 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Corner infielders will come home for the force. Middle infielders will try to turn 2. Smith, not that fast of a runner. You can double him up if he hits a ground ball. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Bottom of the 8th inning, Ottumwa 2, Hoover 2, but the winning run at third. Bases are loaded for the Huskies, only 1 away. The 0-1. Chopper foul off the batter's body, 0-2. Boy, a strikeout here would be one of Max Thomason's best friends. Jude Smith taking a walk down the third baseline. He fouled that one off his leg. That one hurt a little bit. He'll dig back in with an 0-2 count. Thomason has struck out 2. That was back in the first and second innings. The 0-2. Liner, right center. That is caught by Rominger. Runner tagging late. The relay throw to the plate. The tag, and he is out at the plate, and the inning is over. Rominger to Swartz to Denniston in time. Morrissey got a late start, and he is gunned out at home, and we play on to the 9th inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left. To the 9th we go. Bulldogs 2, Huskies 2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Mark Freimweyer, new owner of Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, Iowa. Call us at Champion Bowl to join the fun. We have new hours to better serve you. We are open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to midnight, and noon to 10 every Sunday. If you just want to hang out in the lounge, we have a full bar and a great menu. Make sure and like us on Facebook for weekly fun and special at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, where bowling is fun.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
To the top of the 9th we go. Ottumwa 2, Des Moines Hoover 2. Hoover thought they were going to win the game there. They had the bases loaded, 1 out. And a fly ball not very deep to right. Blaze Rominger made the catch. Blaze has a good arm, but he made the right decision. He fired to Trey Swartz, who relayed to Adam Denniston, and Denniston put the tag on Nathan Morrissey before he could cross the plate. Scored 9-3-2 for the 3rd out of the inning, and that keeps Ottumwa unbeaten in conference play for the moment. Top of the order for OHS, Rominger, Wood, and Jaime. That's the guys you want here in the 9th. Blaze is 1 for 3 with an RBI single and a walk. Takes a letter-high strike from Braden Dill, 0-1. Dill issued a leadoff walk in the 8th inning, but retired the next 3 batters. The 0-1 to Blaze, it hit him in the back. And the go-ahead run is on with nobody out for the 2nd straight inning for OHS. And now you've got Wood at the plate. Mitch looking for a little redemption. He's walked twice, but he's also struck out and bounced into a fielder's choice. Blaze at first. Stole a base earlier in this game. He's got 8 on the season. Pitch up and away, ball 1. Well, anybody could be a hero right now for Ottumwa, and they might be our player of the game. As the 1-0 is lined into left field, and that's down for a base hit, and it is cut off out there by Barron. Stopping at second is Rominger, but first and second, nobody out for Jesus Jaime. Our player of the game will be brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. It will be Jesus Jaime. He is 0 for 3. Last time up, he was intentionally walked. First pitch. Ground ball past the third baseman into shallow left for a base hit. Rominger around third on his way to the plate. They're never going to get him. Wood racing for third. Throw comes into the middle of the diamond. Zeus into second. RBI hit for Jesus Jaime, and Ottumwa's got the lead for the first time today, 3-2. That's a double for Jaime. Wasn't hit all that hard, but it died in shallow left near the line. And now Ottumwa not only with the lead, they've got a chance to break it open here, second and third, and nobody out. For Jaime, that's RBI number 26. Griner is 1 for 4 with a single. I am very surprised Hoover doesn't have the infield in, second and third, and nobody out. Ottumwa already up a run. First pitch, inside corner, strike 1. The corner infielders have crept in. The middle infielders are about halfway. 3-2 Ottumwa. They've grabbed the lead here in the top of the ninth. The 0-1. Popped up right side. And drifting back to second baseman Shackleford. Onto the edge of the outfield grass. His throw in nearly got away, but now Wood is caught between third and home in a rundown. They'll throw home, and Mitch trying to get back to third. He's tagged out. Jaime does get to third ahead of the throw, but now there's two away. Tough break for Ottumwa there. Mitch bluffed a tag home even on the pop-up. The throw by Shackleford was high, but it just when it looked like it was going to go to the backstop, the catcher Rogers leapt up and caught it, and then Wood, trying to get back to third, spun his wheels and ended up in a rundown. Boy, Ottumwa, again, on the verge of missing an opportunity to score more runs. First pitch, Carter Thompson in there for a strike, 0-1. Jaime is at third with two down. Wood retired 6-2 to 5-2 for the second out. Thompson fouls it off to the right out of play, 0-2. Hoover in the bottom of the ninth inning will have the bottom three in their order. Shackleford, King, and Barron due up. Max Thomason is at 89 pitches, so he could start the ninth if Ottumwa wants him to. Let's see if Thompson can get an insurance run home, and he pops it up. Right side, second baseman Shackleford in on the dirt, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Ottumwa gets the lead on two hits, but they run themselves into a second out in the inning and end up only scoring one and leaving one at third. We go to the bottom of the ninth, 3 outs away from a win. It's 3-2 Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier. Together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love.
Bottom of the ninth inning, Ottumwa 3, Des Moines Hoover 2. Adam Greiner has come on to pitch, and he will try to save it for Max Thomason. Greiner making his fifth relief appearance, no record. He should have a save. 2.80 ERA, 5 innings pitched, 6 hits allowed, 3 runs, 2 earned, 4 walks, 1 hit batter, 9 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .240 against him. Max Thomason pitches 8 innings, allows 2 runs, only 1 earned on 5 hits. Walked 2, struck out 2 through 89 pitches. I would call that a very Kyle Hendricks-like outing, to reference the Chicago Cubs ace. Isaiah Shackleford will lead it off. He walked in his first plate appearance in the 7th inning after coming on defensively in the top half of that frame. Ian King, Josh Barron to follow. Bottom 3 in the order. Greiner trying to get Ottumwa out of game 1 with a win. First pitch. Sails over his head, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Greiner's next offering. I guess inside, 2-0. Adam working quickly, the 2-0 to Shackleford. There's a strike, 2-1. The 2-1. Apparently off the plate inside again, 3-1. There were inside strikes called through the first part of this game. Now the inside corner is suddenly closed. 3-1 to Shackleford. He walked last time. Doesn't look like he wants to swing it here. The 3-1. Outside corner, strike 2, and Shackleford was headed to first. He has to go back to the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The young man doesn't seem interested in swinging. The 3-2 pitch. Hit in the air to right, should be playable for Blaze. A few steps to his left, drifting with the wind, makes the catch for out number 1. One away for Ian King, 1 for 2 with a single and a sacrifice.
Now batting for the Huskies, the right fielder, Ian King.
Right-hander to right-hander, Griner to King. And a foul back to the screen, 0-1. Oh, and 1 the count. Griner's next offering. Breaking ball, but it stayed high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody up in the Ottumwa pen. This is Griner's game to save. Now the 1-1. Low and away, 2-1. Bulldogs leading 3-2. We're in the second extra inning, bottom of the 9th. Now the 2-1. On the outside corner at the knees, strike 2. Hoover got a run in the 4th, a run in the 5th. Ottumwa tied it with 2 in the 7th. Threw out the potential winning run at the plate to end the bottom of the 8th, and then got a run in the top of the 9th. Ottumwa up 3-2. The 2-2. Low and away, 3-2. Second straight full count here in this inning. Josh Brown, the number 9 hitter, on deck. Time called at the plate by King just as Griner was coming set. Three balls, 2 strikes. The payoff. Swing and a miss. He chased ball 4 up high. Adam just kind of shrugs his shoulders. Out number 2. That strikeout brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. Last hope for the Huskies is Josh Barron, who has not had an at-bat in this game. He's laid down 2 sack bunts and he's drawn a walk. He's also scored one of the 2 Hoover runs. Griner's pitch. Down low, ball 1. One and 0 to the Husky left fielder. The pitch. Outside corner, paints it for strike 1. Adam working from the stretch even with no one on base. The 1-1. Down low again, 2-1. I think Adam went to the stretch there to try to improve his control. He's battled it through the first 2 hitters and now 2-1 on Barron, but he's gotten the first 2 men out. The 2-1. Fly ball right center. Rominger on his horse. He's there. He makes the catch and the Bulldogs win. Ottumwa was down in this game until the 7th inning, but they win it in 9. By a final of 3-2, Adam Griner a 1-2-3 bottom of the 9th, and he will pick up the save as Max Thomason gets the win. Bulldogs win at 3-2. We'll take 3 minutes, come back and get you the Game 1 totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Summer is the time to make every moment count. So pack more toys with bigger hauling and towing capacity. Go social outdoor style, connect with your friends, and turn up your soundtrack to make your rides even more epic. Because conquering summer is about capturing every second of adventure. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Schroeder Graphics and Signs, LLC, across the road from RJ Performance, is your go-to headquarters for all things custom designed, including vehicle wraps, printing, signs, billboards, and state-of-the-art commercial lighted signs. They also do window designs, semis, and VIN DOTs, wall designs, any size of coolers, customized bag boards, custom trailers, tumblers, race cars, go-karts, off-road vehicles, and more. Realtors, contact them for your custom yard signs, too. Visit sgsignsllc.com and like them on Facebook. Schroeder Graphics, be a brand above.
Hey everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wait now we up now. And when we touch down.
Well, it took another late rally, and then it took 9 innings, but your Ottumwa baseball team still undefeated in Metro Conference play. They beat Des Moines Hoover on the road 3-2 in Game 1 of our doubleheader. Needed 9 innings to do it, but Jesus Jaime finally drives in the winning run in the top of the 9th, and Adam Greiner a 1-2-3 bottom half. The totals for Ottumwa: 3 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors, 11 left on base. Max Thomason, the winning pitcher, great start by him. He's now 3-0. Adam Greiner with his second save. For Des Moines Hoover, 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors, 8 left on base. Braden Dill takes the loss in relief. Ottumwa now 21-5, 13-0 in the Metro. Hoover 9-13, 8-5 in Metro Conference play. The ballgame took 2 hours and 12 minutes to complete. Our player of the game for Game 1, it's got to be Max Thomason. What an effort by the Bulldogs senior starter. 8 innings pitched, only 1 earned run, 2 runs overall, 5 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 89 pitches. He gets his 3rd win. Max Thomason, our player of the game, brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. So Game 1 in the books, Ottumwa, a hard-fought win. Right now on the radio side, we'll take 3 minutes and get you an update from Radio Iowa News, Radio Iowa Sports. On the video side, we'll show you a few more of our great sponsors here and then let you just kick back, relax, and enjoy the view of a nice baseball diamond until we're ready to get the broadcast going for Game 2. Bulldogs win Game 1 3-2 in 9 innings. Game 2 comes your way shortly. Keep it right here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hello, this is Lisa Bittner, Clinic Manager with Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine. We specialize in pediatrics to geriatrics, internal medicine, and family practice. Basically, from babies to grandparents. We are here for you. We want to be your primary care provider. Call us at 641-683-0800 to schedule an appointment. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, 522 North Hancock Street in Ottumwa. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
We all have a picture of the life we want to live, a desire to connect the work we do with a purpose. There is a way to get there, but the price of admission is money and the drive to succeed. Success takes skill. Skill takes training. Training takes work. If you're ready to live, learn, train, and connect, Job Corps is ready for you. Careers begin here.